T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Everybody, we're back in the booth, Mr. MSU, aren't we? We're here at Rex Bristol. We're at the Food City, you know, nice 250. We're gonna run nice, solid 200 laps around here. Pretty sure the sun's gonna be out. I mean, I don't see any clouds rolling in or anything, Sparty. No rain in the forecast, so we're gonna get this race going green here soon. How you feeling, man? We just wrapped up POX.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You know, we wrapped up POX last night, got third in the championship, raced a pretty clean season all year long. Congratulations to Kyle on getting his championship win there. But feeling pretty good. Bristol's a very fun track. It's a very difficult track. But if you're up to the challenges of Bristol, it can greatly reward you by having a solid run and definitely putting in the time and the effort, which a lot of these drivers have been driving in and putting in the laps to try to have themselves a decent run this evening.
Yeah, and you know, we watched qualifying. And we were like, all right, Kyle's gonna qualify on pole, and Theater's gonna get second, and it happened. But we didn't have the track record set. I mean, I saw times in practice that showed we could potentially see it. Remember, the track record is the 14.908 ran by Ryan Newman. We didn't get to see that, so track record out the window. But what is on the window is the fuel window, Sparty. It's 93 laps. According to my, easy math of adding 2 plus 2 is 4, they don't have enough fuel to make it at least, it's going to take them 2 stops, maybe 3?
Probably at least 2, I would imagine. 2 stops at least get through to actually make it through the entire race. So definitely feel like they're going to have to take their time, see if they can conserve some fuel. And if they can conserve some fuel, they'll be able to actually make it all the way to the end. Or at least make it so that they can do like split the runs, something along those lines to help themselves out.
Yeah, and speaking about splitting runs, I'm really interested to see how the tires handle. Ran some laps here. I got SMS carries a car in the back. It's that we bring to the racetrack. We spend extra money. It's set up for race ready, just in case we need to bring it out after practice and qualifying. So I brought it out there during practice when no one was out there. I was all on my own, and I got a feel for the race car. And what we're going to see here today is that middle entry, where the very, very dark gray area is at the max, as they reckon in front of us. It's going to get pretty snappy, and on these cold tires, I could see them snap. They're going to snap to the right. And so we got to play to that. I think these restarts are going to be very, very on edge and sketchy. And then as the race goes on, I think tire wear is going to be pretty massive here. I think you're going to get really tight on exit. Yeah,
tire wear is always going to be an issue here. It's going to be a really tough track. They're going to go over and really try to push it. That front's always going to get really hot, wear out on them. If you're not careful and push really at the start of these runs and these restarts, you'll have a lot of issues. We have been experiencing and starting to see with these drivers that they're having issues with the cold tires on restarts. So hopefully everybody takes it easy going into these turns. They're high banks, they're high speed. So as long as everybody goes over and takes care of their machines here, they should be able to make it to the end and have themselves a really quality race. But after last night, I mean, we definitely have a lot of action. We do have a little bit of drama. Everybody trying to run really hard, for that championship and the final run of POX as we watch. Those are going to right there quintessential is what we're going to see here this evening. Somebody getting really tight on entry, sliding up the track, and hitting maybe somebody who's on the outside just trying to hold their line. So I have a feeling if we're going to get cautions or cautions breeding cautions, those are the kind of situations we're going to see. Or people pushing their tires really to the extreme, trying to push these runs, make up as much time as they can, and then being way too tight or way too loose to really finish off a good run.
I'm also hearing that there is the top two qualifiers, so the two pole sitters for the both lanes have agreed to reset the server to allow the 13 car in to the field, like not to go back to practice to let them join in, and then they're going to go straight to qualifying. So
perfect.
Throw what we just said out the window about these two guys up front and our main players, because we get to redo it all. So that's going to happen real quick here, Sparty, but. Yeah, here we go. We're going to be in practice. We're going to make sure that 13 car can get on track. They clear tech finally. Boss Motorsports obviously having some of the cheating stuff here. We're gonna make sure that their engines are fine, and then we're going to quickly go to qualifying. Here we go. So, Sparty, who you think's going to get the pole? We've seen it. We've seen a mock of what it's going to be, but what do you think?
I obviously think that, guys like Kyle are going to still sit there and be able to put in laps like they have been all season long. So I would expect someone. I would expect Kyle, honestly, to be the one to pull this off this evening.
I got a random scuffed Optimus pole. That 16 car was setting some really fast laps in practice. I think they've worked on their program a lot, their short track program, especially after that Wilkesboro. They took what the notes they took there and kind of brought it here, and they had a lot of speed. So give me the 16 car. Let's take a nice little shot in the dark here, shall we?
So kids, this is why you don't do drugs. People like
he has time as I come in. His time as I come in. There's only two guys who's qualified. Come on.
I'm watching it right now.
He's third. He has another one in him.
He has another one in him, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Sure he does.
He does. He's got another one in him. I know he does. He has another one in him.
He doesn't, because they're all done.
No, trust me, I call the shots. Can we redo qualifying so I can be right?
Nope.
Please. Oh, okay.
My mouse has also disappeared.
Oh no. Well, is anyone else gonna qualify here?
I don't think
6
so.
Entries.
I don't think so.
Oh my! We got a new pole sitter.
It's not. Oh God.
Hallelujah. I mean, I gotta be business here. Business.
Just make sure pick worse.
Yeah, I'm still gonna pick him. I still think he's got another one in him. I promise. Okay.
All right.
I know he.
I know he does. We're checking things. We're checking things right now. Why? Oh, it did work. Okay.
I think.
Oh,
this could be
no!
the first. Oh no! What happened?
I crashed.
We have lost the track feed. I'm still here at the track. We're in the booth, of course, so I'll give some details what's happening on the racetrack as we try to get the cameras back.
I think I know what's doing it.
We're talking to the guys down there. I'm here. The producers tell me I'm here. Yep. We had a power shortage real quick, and the truck running all the cameras, so we're gonna get that fixed. But what isn't gonna get fixed is Kyle's pole. He got it, and then they were like, "Hey, can we let the 13 on track?" He said, "Sure," because I'll get it again. Aaron Hall gets his first pole of the year. As I think so. I mean, I'll go double check the results here. I'm gonna go take a look at the stats. Let's get our statistician to pull us up. Our statistician, Rodney, that our boy. That's Rodney. We all love Rodney. Aaron got his first pole. Better late than never. Congrats, Aaron, on his first pole of the season. So, good job for that 20-car machine. Hopefully, they can maybe put that thing in victory lane. But yeah, Sparty, we got a first time pole sitter this year. And now the cars are on track. Fans at home, the 19 is going to be running a kind of somewhat familiar paint scheme, but not really. It's going to run that red, white, and blue Stripes car. The beautiful lines down the body of the car. Stripes is a local gas station here in the southern parts of the United States. So Diesel, of course, being from Texas, showing out with the Texas colors. So really nice scheme. Hopefully, maybe get some victory lane here today.
All right, I think we're back.
Oh, Christian's debuting a scheme here.
Do I? And hopefully I have it.
Okay,
I do.
It is the. I really like it. It's a nice coffee brand.
I also will need a boss up, sir, when you're done.
Oh, I can gladly boss you up, sir. Now that we're at the racetrack, I'm still waiting for the monitor to pop up on my end to see, but I'm looking out through the glass right now.
I think it should be up and available for you at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna double check through the monitor here. We're gonna get this double checked. Yes, it is. It is now popping up. Boom, got it. My monitor just popped up. Well, it's a beautiful day for racing, Sparty.
It's been a beautiful day for something.
You know, our little power shortages here with our generator in the back, but that doesn't matter because the race cars are on track. Sparty, who's your pick today? You've been able to watch some practice. You've been able to watch some qualifying.
Watching it, smooth wise, this driver right here, Mini, has been very, very smooth. From what I've been watching, is very, very clean on his racing. Obviously, our championship favorite. He doesn't have it 100% locked in, but he's very, very close. So I definitely would watch out for him. And as I look here, the other man up here, he's been running strong all season. Ran really strong at our other Bristol race. Kyle runs really strong here. We'll definitely be good to go.
You know, he's a champion, but usually champions are pretty much. I feel like champions are, and he's sort of.
Okay.
He's sort of a champion in the POC series. Now been rebranded to the Rogue Hydration series for you fans at home. They've switched to the Gen 4 style body, the Busch series body, but it's identical to the Cup Gen 4. Same physics as always, but he won the championship in POC, our second series, which was a dominant season. He came back all the way, and he was able to get all the way up and really rebound his season. I mean, at one point I think he was 10 points back. Gets that first ever career win in dramatic fashion, and then now he's sort of worked his way into a champion. But usually when we think of champions, they're gracious winners. They're like, hey, we're good guys, you know. He's not let anybody not hear that he's a champion. If you go talk to him, I bet if we interview him today, he's just going to say champion things. So if he spins out, you know, that's what only champions do. So,
Should I go pee?
I think we're going to go to race here, but no apologies, we're going happy hour. I'm a little lost.
All right. So first we were originally told that we were going racing, and then they decided to change their mind and go for a quick pee break. So
Pee break, that's all good.
What I'm going to do is I'm a professional. If I'm scuffed, I wouldn't keep doing that if I were you, or you'll get DQ'd and stuff. But I'm going to leave you for a minute. I'm going to let you watch Christian.
Okay.
I'm going to take him up on that.
You can take him up on that pee break. I drank a fresh cup of Joe, so I'm good to go.
I'm a consummate professional and totally did not do that while we deal with different technical issues. So, okay, take it away.
I'm going to take it away. Speaking about taking it away, here's the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Christian Boss. He's the owner of Boss Motorsports. Right now, they are in line for their very first Owners Championship. We're just going to take a look. We're going to talk about Boss Motorsports and how their dominant season has been. They are 27 points above PGP, which Kyle, of course, drives for. PGP did secure the second series championship last night. Boss Motorsports is a 27-point lead. They have 3 poles, 5 wins, 19 top 5s, 30 top 10s, 33 top 20s. with only 33 starts and 4 DNFs. They match they basically... the reason why they have separated themselves as the team for the title is that win column. 5 wins compared to the 2 for PGP, and then Diesel Motorsports has 3. Optimus Motorsports has the same amount of wins as PGP, the most glorified team in the series coming into this year. The super team, what you want to call it. I mean, the owner Craig has brought really good establishments, but this year they get a rude awakening. Boss Motorsports comes marching in with a baller lineup, and they just show out and race people harder than everyone else. And this man can be credited for that success. He's brought on sponsors, brought on great cars, and hired the best drivers in the business. He has the championship driver under his capability and other things. So Boss Motorsports, applaud you. You haven't secured the championship yet, but you're one step away. And speaking about one step away, I think this 5 car might rear in the 12 here.
Good about
Just gonna
time.
get to his inside. Welcome back, Sparty.
I'm back. I
You wanna-
also have been
you-
notified that Kyle did not get the pole, so he says that his race is completely over.
Well, that's okay. He's a champion, you know. Champions can do that.
Don't.
You want to know a fun fact, Sparty?
Don't start
You want to
the
know a fun fact?
What's that?
Craig heard this already. He might not be a fan, but PGP has the same amount of wins as Optimus Motorsports.
Ooh.
And Optimus Motorsports has 10 starts on the year compared to 35. Not looking so great now,
Don't
Craig,
start
is it?
the championship things.
Not so great, Craig, right? So Sparty, you said you're gonna pick Mini to win the championship, right? Oh, not to win the championship, the race today.
The race today, yes.
I'm sticking with my guy. I'm sticking with my guy. Psych. I'm gonna pick the guy who won Bristol last year. Come on, give it to me. Give me the 5 car. Give me the 5 car. He won Bristol last year. Why shouldn't I take a guy who's gonna be just as dominant again? I think it's
hey,
pretty silly not to.
it's not the worst thing.
So I mean, I'm really excited. I think we're gonna have a great race. Great. I think the top's actually gonna be pretty dominant. No, we're not dominant, but I think it's gonna be able to hold its own as long as you can slingshot it as you're watching this 12 car and 5 car battle. See, you can pinch him. If you pinch him, get tight, pack the air on the front of that car, he's gonna lose the nose, get on the apron, and wash up. Or he's gonna lose the nose, hit the apron, and spin out because the rear tires stop spinning out there because of the transition change between banking and going up on the straightaway.
Yeah, if
Those are cars.
if you're really, I've noticed if you go over right here on exit, ooh, as they get close in there, they touch, and he sends them. But if you clip that apron a little bit, it does help turn the car just a little bit. So right there, if you can catch that little bit of apron, like old school Bristol, and catch that, and it helps turn the car.
Yeah, that white line right there, that's that nice little white paint. And speaking about paint, I love this 5 car scheme. Yeah, screw what I just said. We're gonna race.
Well, of course, Kate. Come on, we need to go. We're already behind because of somebody.
Yeah, somebody had to go tinkle.
It wasn't
Only
originally me.
losers.
It was not originally me. It was everybody else.
Oh, okay. It's
was
everyone else's fault.
I
Is
was
that what we're saying
notified.
now?
I was notified that there were certain drivers that needed to use a bathroom break. Okay, so
That's
I let
fine.
him go.
You know what? That's completely understandable. Thank you again to Chevrolet being our proud sponsor and pace car. Beautiful Chevrolet they brought out. I love that paint job, little red pinstripe. And shout out to Goodyear, by the way, official tire of NASCAR, official tire of Rex. Without you, Goodyear, we would not be here. So thank you. Hopefully, I think they brought a good tire.
Also shout out to Bud Light out on the jumbotron. Grab some buds, but not Bud Light.
Only if you're 21.
Nah, it's like drinking water anyways.
Yeah, you're true. Well, for you fans at home who want to look cool while drinking beer but can't legally drink it, you can go buy Busch Light non-alcoholic. It's water with wheat.
Disgusting.
But if you want to look cool, buy it. Or Heineken non-alcoholic if you want to drink out of a glass bottle. But that's such a beautiful pace truck, isn't it?
Except for the weird tire mark on the hood.
That's just that's from last week's race when the tire flew off and hit the hood.
We
only got one pace car.
We're gonna go.
We only got
Indy.
one pace
Got it.
truck. We only got one pace truck. I mean, we're not ballers over here. But what is about to be ballers is about to go green. That was terrible. I'm never saying that again.
Yeah, it was.
Green flag's on the way here at Bristol.
Oh, away they go.
Staff comms, Christian needs a black flag clear, number 13, please.
Aaron Hall's going to jump
And
out to
Scuffed
about an
as well,
early lead here,
16,
about
13,
2 tenths.
black flag
He's
clears,
pacing
please.
the 4 car and then the 5. So there's your main 3 battle there, the 20, the 4, and the 5. As we've got a battle back here in the back, Mini-Me, championship favorites battling side by side here at the 12 car.
16, thank you.
And we also, now that's going to get single filed out here, as the 4 is now going to try to work this battle. We are single filed all the way around, Sparty.
Yes, we are. Sorry, it looks like we were having some technical issues, and we also once again had some guys apparently get some black flags on the restart with some issues. So we have that going on, and we've also apparently lost the ticker as well. It is stuck in qualifying session, so we're just gonna have to kind of stick back here and just deal with what we got today, unfortunately.
That's
deal
all
with
right. We can keep
20-year-old
them updated.
game.
We can keep them updated.
20-year-old game's gonna have some issues, so apologies, folks.
Well, I'll make sure to mention the lap marker here and there, and especially, but we don't even mention it now. It's only lap 5. Speaking about mentioning, yeah, there's Diesel. He's under chase by the 16 car. He has actually some pace in that Honda. Of course, Nike on board is. He's gonna try this outside. I think he's just gonna try to let this car roll and maybe try to get under him. I don't really know. He's trying to slingshot high, cut under him, try to do a little crossover move.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of got himself in a good spot here right now, where, it looks like the 16's really rolling that car up high, which is going to really affect his tire wear. Laying in really heavy on that right front here at Bristol. So I think Diesel's going to have himself in a really good spot here as the laps continue to go, as we kind of go back up to the field really quick. Carter looks like he's a little bit loose, followed by Mini. Then we got Thug, Jeff, Kyle, and Aaron is leading the race right now.
Yeah, and I'm looking at our times here, and they're about matching times. Kyle had about a 10th faster that time, but this is not. I don't really right now. If you're Kyle, don't push the issue. I feel like if you're lap 9 in, let the 20 overdrive his stuff, let the 20 burn his stuff up, and just go right around him, because handling is going to go away here in about 10 to 15 laps. You see him going to get loose here. He's going to try the outside here. Here he comes.
About time Kyle goes over. You kind of figured that, maybe Aaron could go over and get a one good lap, and there's a little bit of crossover, but Kyle's taking it easy, going in, not wanting to slide up and take out Aaron. Oh, as he gets into the wall there a little bit.
Yeah, that wall looks like it jets out. It looks like it's kind of confusing drivers. It just kind of like pops out there. But the wall bounce worked. He put another 10th gap on him, so he should just be careful and not let that car overdrive. And, I mean, if you're Aaron and you're trying to save your stuff and maybe Kyle's pushing, let the 4 car go. Because this 4 is historically known, especially in this Cup Series, to when the car falls off, he falls off pretty rough.
Yeah, but the 20 is also notorious for that as well, where he'll definitely push to try to stay on the lead lap stay in the lead as long as he can, but always ends up going over and causing some issues for himself. So if he continues with that, really trying to just stay in front, which it is Bristol, you really want to make sure you're out as front as much as possible. But if he continues with situations like this, it could mean that the 20 does burn up his tires. So the 4 looks like he's actually just kind of sitting on his back bumper and letting him kind of dictate the pace at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like that, and I'm just worried about this 4. I like he's trying to shoot this car to the outside, get some cleaner on the nose, but a couple times he's gotten close to where he's kind of turning down, and he's going to get close and maybe bump, and you know how this game works. If you bump someone in the rear, if you're on the outside of their rear, you get smacked more than the car that you're hitting, of course. So he's a little worried about that, but we got a 3-car battle back here for third. If we just take a quick little look, they're all kind of grouped together. Mini-Me is shot out of a cannon out of this field. I think he's running the fastest times right now. I'll double check that for you. Yeah, it's now the 88's going to get on the wall. Mini's running. He's running about the speed of the leaders, and these 2 in front of him are running about a 10th off. So.
Yeah, well, we kind of figured Mini would do something like this. He's notorious for trying to take it easy at the beginning. Knows that it takes a little bit for these tires to warm up. Goes in and then doesn't matter where he's at. He goes up and says, "You know what? I'll take my time. Wait for you guys to burn it up."
And we got to keep up with this low tracker of the hand Mini beat Thug. Remember, these 2 are arch nemesis per Mini. Thug has no business in being an arch nemesis, but I think he's just selected for it. So Mini's gonna try to get around him more than he thinks, because he wants to beat Thug.
Of course, he always wants to go over and do anything he can to beat Thug. And I have a feeling that he's trying to right there.
There he goes. I think someone's gonna get the bump by the end of today. I just got a feeling. We're gonna get the bump. Oh, 88's gonna go try the outside low, try to get some cleaner on that nose. It just tightens up there. It's just the worrisome part. I feel like if you're gonna go that, oh, the 5's gonna lose on the bottom. Never.
Oh, so I got a little excited there, Cade.
I was just gonna talk about he's going to the outside and maybe he should try cutting down a little bit more to get the car to turn off corner. But then I look up and the five's doing a little drift show for us. So
I think he was just getting, he's in the wall there a little bit. I just think that he's, you're experimenting a little bit here early in this race, trying to find out what you can't do. And I feel like that's what the 5's doing a little bit right now. Probably holding up traffic a little bit, but everyone's gonna be super respectful. 88 going outside. You can't. It's unfortunately, if the 5 goes over and does not stay in the bottom on exit and really, moves up the track as you would on a typical exit of the corner, the 88's not really going to have a good shot. He's got to be on the outside where the spotters are calling it in the game. And if he calls it like that, he'll definitely be able to make that pass.
Yeah, and I don't look now, Sparty, but the 20 and the 4, they've kind of broken away from each other. We need to cut to. I'm just gonna let y'all know. 20's about to put about a 2/10 gap here, as the 4's kind of falling off. But you know who isn't falling off? This 84 car. He's all over the back bumper of this 88. I think both of these are holding him up easily right now.
Yeah, I have a feeling these two are much faster than this, and the 5 is holding him up right now. Jeff is probably going over.
Oh, he's in the wall.
He definitely does. They are really pushing it.
They're pushing it harder than I push. I'm not gonna say that. No. Nope. Just watch the cars on track. Oh. I see someone lurking in the back there, Sparty. I see a Stripes 19 machine. He's coming to this picture as they kind of hold up.
Yeah, I would imagine that Diesel's over here trying his best to just conserve his tires, not push it too hard too early. It looks like actually, wonder if the 88 and got into the wall there a little bit, because there's a little bit of a gap now open up between him and the 5. But yeah, Diesel's going to sit there, take it easy. I have a feeling he's kind of on the same strategy of Mini. It's a 200 lap race. You're not going to win this thing at the beginning. Might as well take it easy. And I think right now they're just really concentrating on taking it easy.
Yeah, and just for the fans at home, we are on lap 32. So by our metric, we got 60 laps until we got green flag pit stops.
Mini's taking the peak. He's peaking.
Finally
did the peak, made the 88 go over, drive the corner. That's how you do the things around here, folks. Is you just let the other guy. Ooh, they get a little bit close.
He's gonna get the top to work. This is what I'm talking about with that top line.
He's got to fight as long as they can.
Go. Oh, because the 84 can't get his entry. Exit. Gets so tight up there that the 88 can just defend him. So we're gonna see some upset people by the end of this race. And that's gonna let the 19 catch. Here we go.
That is typical short track racing.
He's just kind of up and down. Here he goes again. Just letting the 5 scoot away.
Yeah, right now he's really. I'm sorry, getting a little distracted, trying to really concentrate here. As the 19's now caught the back of the 84. These guys are really holding. There he goes. Mini finally said, "Enough is enough. I'm going for it." Did the full send off the corner, backed it up. Let's see if he gets around him. And yeah, Stug does the smart thing and lets him go. But that's going to let the 19 of Diesel get right to his back bumper.
Yeah, Diesel's all over the back bumper of the 88 now, and this is just going to be... He's just going backwards. I think he got the tires on. He's upset the handling of the race car, because now he's using that apron to help turn his car, which is going to help, but he's severely lacking speed, and 19's just rolling the center. But
into the wall for the 88. 19 wasn't able to really take advantage of that as he kind of shot back across the track instead of holding it up. But man, it looks like the tire wear has begun. I'm sure that's starting to happen as you now look at the 84. He's now caught the back of Jeff in the 5. He's
kind of to this outside. He's doing the same thing he did to the 88.
Yeah,
he's really marinating him.
He just went over. He's letting it really roll up high, getting that good strong run off the corner low, and there he goes, shooting it down low.
He's showing his cards early on how he's gonna pass. I wonder if drivers are gonna pick up on that. Maybe if you get a late race restart with about, let's say you get like a 20 lap run the end. I mean, if he's pulling that move now, put that in the memory bank and just maybe realize.
They touch a little bit. Oh,
oh no!
They all kind of check up to let everybody get back into it.
Nice little courtesy driving for them.
Yes. This is the way that you should be trying to do things here, folks. Is if you kind of get into a good pinch, let the guy back in, you'll be all right.
These 4 cars, I think the 5's holding them up a little still, but he's just managing, and he's let these guys they're all losing time to the leader, as the leader has about half a corner lead on Kyle. By the way, the 20 car is skated away, and they're just all kind of stuck together. The dirty air is going to be really hard on these tires. You got to just find a way around them.
Yeah, you can tell that Minnie really wants to get by and start getting up there, but it is his teammate. He wants to be respectful. It is early. A lot of time left. You're going to have at least 1 pit stop, potentially 2, depending on if we have a lot of cautions later in this race. So you definitely will want to take a look and see if he's just cutting these brakes for right now, but sooner or later, the 84 is going to say, I got to go.
And speaking about traffic and dirty air and all that, I think our leader, the 20, he's gonna catch some lap traffic, I think, before green flag stops. So, which fans at home, we're about 50 laps away from that. We're on lap 47 of 200. So, a lot of time left. But this 84 is now built a gap on everyone else behind him. He's kind of just arrow pushing this 5 with him. Almost gonna get on his back bumper.
He's really trying, but they're definitely still a lot faster than these other guys. And now the 88's now caused the 12 to catch back up to the back of the 19. The 19 is gonna finally go over.
16's in the wall.
He's been doing that a little bit. He's catching that little extra jut out thing.
I think the driver's got to pick up on that eventually. I mean, it's as a visual thing, it's probably hard to tell, but like, hey, that wall juts out right there. See that? All the rest of the walls don't. But that one little part jets out, and they're all just smacking it. And Diesel Motorsports is about to have a really bad day if they all get together here.
Yeah, Diesel's trying some other. He's right now trying to figure out some things as well. Trying to a little bit run high and see what he can do. As the 88 is kind of holding him up as well. But he looks like he's kind of trying to take one out of.
There's a car up on its side on the back straightaway. He's going to keep it going right in front of the leaders.
Looks like that was
Christian. My God. I've never seen anything like that. We got time to, I mean, we're under green flag. There's no wrecks. Let's go back and take a look at this here. I just look up outside the window here, Sparty, and I see a car on its side.
Man, whatever happened, he definitely has damage on that right side, but doesn't look like it actually, doesn't look like we had to go, take a yellow flag, have a caution. It looks like he seems to be rolling. He's going back at it, and he's not lost. Looks like he's lost a ton of time. Seems to be okay.
I just look up, Sparty, and I mean, I wonder if we can get the replay on that just to see what kind of happened. But I look up, and he's on his side of the back straightaway. That car, he's looking at it a little differently, like he's on Mars or something.
Of course, and he's always struggled with a little bit more of the setups here. He runs usually a very loose setup. The setups here, he was a little bit tighter. Ooh, the 84 is really trying. Let's see. Oh, it looks like the 19 finally did get by the 88.
Oh no, sorry. I just see those two together back there, and they've both been knocking the wall. And
ooh,
yeah,
88 is. Sorry, I think the. Oh, he did not. Okay, I thought when I hit the button, it must have caught. I thought he spun out. I thought I heard tire squeals, and he spun out. So I was like, ooh, but no, it seems like he's all right.
You want to say what stat you said earlier about that 12-car machine? You said to all the drivers earlier.
What's that?
You said how he ran 120 laps of practice and was still dead last in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, rough day there for the 12
I hopped in and he had ran the second most laps. He had run 145 laps of practice, almost a full race. Still was the slowest car on track. So, but if you look at it right now, I mean, his 84 he takes a peek.
It's such a hard pass to pull off because this 5 is just rolling the top, and he's not the thing that is making the 5 hard to pass is not because he's slow. his handling is so good right now that you can't force him into an error to get off sequence and out of characteristic.
You can almost tell he's almost like slowing up a little bit to make sure he covers that bottom, because obviously the bottom is where you want to be here at Bristol. As the 84 goes, he's going for the outside.
Going for the outside and
Making it
I
stick.
like that move.
Making it
I like
stick.
that move. Take away his defensive line. He's going to slingshot. He's got to turn down. The wall's going to be right there. Yeah,
he just
got to
can't
turn it
get
down.
it done.
Battle for the lead, by the way. It's about a half a straightaway length for this 20 machine of Aaron Hall. So really rolling smooth right now. But that does not matter. We're watching the battle here for third on track. It's this 84. You got to be kicking yourself. It's a teammate. I mean, Sparty, how hard is it to race a teammate?
You know, you would think you obviously go over and you try as much as you can to not cause issues with your teammates. But if you, he's gonna try again. But also at the same time, it is another competitor. You are out there to win the race, and as he finally completes the pass on the outside, which now the 19 is right there. These two are running probably very strong laps. Now I'll be curious to see how fast the 84 is now that he's got clean air. But when you race a teammate, at a certain point you also stop and you go, I'm here to win the race.
He ran the fastest lap on track by a full 10th, and no one's else clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. Oh, actually, the 12 car is rolling pretty fast actually right now. He just ran a 5. Leaders are running 7s, but they have so much clean air that they are just scooting away from the field. Oh wait, Sparty, we got the 88 on pit road.
On pit road, he is on pit road.
He's just been sitting there. How long has he been sitting there?
I can't even get to him. There he is.
What the heck?
Did he have a connection issue?
He's 3 laps down, just sitting there. He's just parked it.
Oh, nope. He's revving. There he goes.
He's back in.
Was he? I think could he be just pitting?
He went 3 laps down.
That seems about right for Bristol.
Well,
At least 2 or 3.
do you want me to? I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna take a look.
If he could.
I'm gonna try to get a look at and see what happened here. He just, Sparty, he decides I'm gonna pull it down. Yeah, he just elects he's gonna pit. So he's undercutting this strategy, knowing
He's trying
that
to do an under
pit about.
Yeah.
He's on a 3-stop race though. That's a 3-stop strategy. You can't make it on field for 2 now.
Man, he's gonna try, I guess.
I mean, I
as the
effort.
as the 16's now coming down to pit.
Oh, that's smart. He's gonna bring more and more people down because it's like, well, if they're gonna get tires, I'm gonna get it. We're still 30 laps away from the fuel window. Oh, the 20 is on pit road here.
All right, so everybody seems to be thinking that the undercut is as the 84 comes down. Everybody must be. I'm almost wondering, Cade, is your fuel strategy incorrect?
I'm gonna quickly just check something with my. No, we have 100 and. We have it's 93. It's
because the 4's in, the 20's in, everybody's coming in.
Maybe they're burning more fuel than it says.
Oh,
that
the
is
4 can't get out of his box. He's gonna try. Oh, he does actually get out.
Let's watch this. Let's watch the 19 here. The 20's taking a long stop. 4 take 2.
No, he was already in.
So he's in before the 20. I'm really interested to see how long this 19 stays out. Because he's not pitted at all. He's been just running his laps.
I would say so. I take it that the 19 is now our leader.
Correcto mundo. I genuinely think the fill window is about 90. I just think they want the tires.
It could be maybe the tires are finally worn out enough that it doesn't matter about the fuel window.
I think this is going to be more of a tire pit race. But if you want to be the madman to go run the whole lane.
If you listen right now, the 19 is really off. He's shifting. He's really off.
He was shifting. Now he's not. Now he's back and forth here. I'm watching his telemetry. Yeah, he shifted for a couple corners and then said, I'm done with that. But look at these cars. These are all guys who pit on tires. This is why if you stay out, you're eventually going to be lapped. So I get staying out for the long run, but if you don't catch a caution, this is gonna bite you in the butt, don't you think?
It could.
20's gonna just try to get around him here. He does so cleanly. That was tight. I mean, it's gonna be tight anyways on older tires here. Yeah, this is just interesting. So also that pit strategy by the 88 is it's not gonna help him. He's still in ninth.
Well, I don't think it's really helping him, as in the sense of he only really pitted one lap before everybody else. And a track at like Bristol, that's not really gonna. That's also not really gonna help you out a lot because I mean, again, we're running 15, 16 second laps here.
yeah.
It's not a big as maybe doing that at a road course.
No, I do not think so at all. But I mean, I think Theater Thug he had to have a problem on pit road. He's 5 laps down. Now gonna be 4.
I'm wondering
Everyone
if
went
he had
1 or 2 down.
He had some pretty big hits. So maybe
Think
he
had to
actually
repair some damage?
maybe he had some damage, and maybe that's why he was so slow compared to everybody else. We had some damage that maybe we weren't aware of.
Well, if you're trying to keep a race on who is where, the 13 is not yet to pit, so they're gonna run this fuel window out. I think here they've played their cards. The 19 has to go about 10 more laps, and he says he's gonna try to make it a 2-stop race. About
I was saying,
everyone else is on a 3-stop.
If he's sitting here thinking that he's going to do that, as long as he's not going to get any cautions where he might get himself potentially trapped laps down, because how much has he got the field? Let's take a look here. So
He's got him down by. See, look, they're all unlapping themselves. The 20 is gonna unlap himself.
I just don't. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't unless something crazy happens here. This might not be the play.
The thing is, the 20 will get about a. This does help the 19. You do get the field all trapped a lap down if you get a caution, and maybe at the end of the race, this 2-stop strategy will work. But the way I've seen these tires fall off today, I like the 3 strategy. I like the 3 pit call. I think this is a tire dictated race, but the fuel window gives you an option to just throw your cards out there. And 19's sure doing it. So is the 13. He got back on the lead lap by doing that.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm trying to do. Okay, I think the name. Nope. He's just really slow coming off the corners. He's just really off of it. Unless he's also trying to almost make it into a 1-stop.
I'm gonna watch his telemetry. I don't know what he's doing.
Because he is really slow. It sounds like compared to everybody else.
I think that's
Oh,
tires.
here he comes. Here he comes.
Here he comes. So he went 89, 4 laps away from the fuel.
So he was basically
Full
trying to
run.
go almost the full run. I guess we'll wait and see where he files out after all of this.
Then just for letting you fans know at home, who have pit, the leader of those guys is still the 20. Now the 13 is going to assume the lead if he doesn't decide to pit. He has 4 laps until he's presumably out of fuel. But yeah, your roll is going to be Aaron by about 3 seconds, and then it's going to be Minnie. So Aaron's in the catbird seat for a really good, nice transition on the field. As here's the 19 on pit road. I'm watching this 13 car here, Sparty. He is still on the racetrack.
Yeah, but I think with his issues, I think
Just
he's gonna run it all the way out.
Here he comes. 91 laps he ran. So take back what you said about my number being wrong. Take it back.
So there is the 19 filing out.
And
If that's what I think it is, I think he puts himself. Let's see here. As now we look,
did he trap himself a lap down?
I think he trapped himself a lap down.
So he is playing that he is going to stop twice, and everyone else is going to have to stop 3 times. That is all he is playing.
That's got to be it, because it's just not a very smart strategy here. It looks like Minnie did go over and get around Kyle to get himself up to second.
Because if a caution comes out, I mean, he did trap the 16 a lap down by doing this strategy, but he's not even gonna get the lead lap right now. Now he will. There he is. He's lucky dog. That's all he is.
Let's take a look here now that all that's kind of refiling out. Let's do a quick double check, but I think you're right. I think he's trapped himself a lap down.
Yeah, and
he's in the spot for at least the lucky dog, so he's good there. But I think that's about it.
Aaron Hall's a 2.4 second lead over the field. They're matching times. The leaders are.
And it looks like he actually stretched out to
NGC
2.6.
5 seconds by. Yeah, he's actually cranking it out right now. He is flying compared to the field. And then we have Kyle and then Carter. So I guess he is going for the 2-stop. I'm gonna beat you, and he's gonna hope he maps it out. Because theoretically, if he goes the distance, he only has to run about 10 laps. After pitting. Oh yeah, he's gonna try to 2-stop it and then maybe pit at the end or try to save. He's basically saying, I'm coming in one more time. Y'all are gonna have to come in. I'm gonna trap you guys lap down. But I think it's gonna come down to how many laps he has remaining for tires. Because it took him about 5 laps to get around him. So this is gonna be close. It's gonna be interesting to follow.
I'm very curious with all the strategies what's gonna happen here because he's strapped. The 19's almost got to hope that he takes it easy and gets this thing into a truly a 2-stop.
We are also at the halfway point, by the way. Sorry, 100 laps in.
Hey, that's good to know to let everybody else know that since our ticker has decided to crash for the day. So thank you for that, Cade. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You want to know a little fun fact?
Fun fact. What's the fun fact?
This race is on pace to be the fastest Rex race in history.
I don't doubt that if they continue this up, I have no doubt.
It'll be less than an hour.
Well, right now, I also have noticed that in the last couple laps that the lead went from 2.4 seconds up to 3.1 seconds.
He is sending some heaters down.
He is really pushing it. So I guess, I mean, if it holds on to the tires, maybe he's got something.
Yeah, because I'm just interested to see if.
And if I'm the 84, I would say if I'm the 84, I let the 19 go, take one bad corner and go. He's got much fresher tires than you.
He's about 20 lap fresher tires. I mean, he's not running the times to contend with the leader though. He's running the same times that our leader's running.
Yeah, see, he's really pushing to try to get himself back into a good spot.
Yeah, I wonder if, because I'm keep seeing on this bottom right of my race telemetry showing the laps and the replay system on my other monitor here. I see the rate as 1x. Now I don't know if that's a texture glitch or anything, because I'm pretty sure like triple check that it's a 2x race for fuel. I mean, it does not affect tires that much because the track affects tires. So I'm a little interested to see if maybe on the server reset that it may have switched back to 1x.
Yeah, it looks like it potentially did. Looks like we potentially had some moderate. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there that's letting me know. But
it says 1x down there. So we'll double check at the end of the race and see what the drivers think. But a little interesting there is as the leader almost got taken out of the 18 car. He got loose way in front of him and came crashing down and luckily nearly avoided him. That's your leader there, folks. A beautiful paint scheme, by the way.
Someone just wants to blow themselves. Got it.
I mean, I thought you were gonna blow it since
No, I'm not.
it was your school, but
I'm not.
it is a beautiful scheme. I mean, I'm a fan favorite of it. I wonder why. Hey, all 3 of those cars on track right there I've all made those. So don't look at the rear bumper of the 12 though.
Why?
It's just wrong logo. We'll say that.
Sure.
Yeah. Wrong logo.
Let's see. So here comes. So you now see in the distance the 19 is catching the back of these guys. When you get to the right camera
honestly,
angle.
I'm gonna back out real quick on my other monitor here.
So you go over.
I'm gonna go run my
right
thing.
there he is. So he's coming off. He's about a straightaway, and it looks like. It looks like it's getting a little bit closer.
It does look like that. I'm gonna take a look here. I'm gonna look at my calculation sheet. I want to see if the fuel window got screwed up. It did not. That is the right fuel window that we are seeing on the rate, by the way.
Okay.
That is the correct pit stop frequency is 2x. So maybe that rate doesn't mean the actual tire weight. Well, that's good to know. no errors on that side of the server or anything. So he's just mowing them down. That's kind of what's happening. We're having an old school ass kicking, as we would say. But a lot can happen.
I would say right now, Mini is starting to make up some time. It's not very big, but it is making it up.
That is very true.
We're down to about, all right, so it looks like it kind of even backed out. It looks like it even back out a little bit. Let's take a look here as they come back across the line. Let's see, it was at 3.24. Yeah, he keeps on making up about a couple tenths here and a couple tenths there. He's not making up a ton of time, but he is making up some, but it's just not a lot. It's not very consistent either.
Yeah,
see, it's only at about a fifth or sixth of a tenth at a time.
I'm looking back here. So if they he put about lap 60-ish, right? We're gonna say lap 65, 93 laps of fuel, and he's gonna have to pit in the next 38 laps, and then it'll be about a 40 lap run to the end for him, which is very manageable. You basically can push, and you'll be good to go. This 19 is gonna catch. I think this 19 is gonna catch him maybe before he has to pit. If you are on the box of this 20 car, when the 19, especially with the history of them too, you just gotta tell the 20, let him go. You can take it. You have such a big lead. Just if he's faster than you, let him go. You gotta manage a gap. You're not racing them, so do not screw yourself over in the long run.
Yeah, but it's already down to 2. So now there is some significant time fall off there because he's down to 2.85. Yeah. So you almost wonder
if he's gonna get there in time though.
I don't think so.
30 laps.
Let's see. Did it go up or down this time? He did make off. Oh, he knocked off 2/10 that time.
Okay. So
right now,
2/10 a lap.
See, and this is where right now I think this is where Aaron's throwing himself off. He's not letting. He's trying to keep the 12 a lap down, and he's not. He's not. Yes, he knocked off another 10th. Right now, Craig, we're looking at about 75 laps to go. Sorry, the ticker broke this evening, so he keeps giving up. Now it went from a tenth of a second here, a couple tenths here, to or hundreds of seconds. I mean, yeah, he's knocking off a tenth every lap now by just trying to hold these guys up. They're lap cars. Let them go.
I might have to make an executive decision and call my crew chief to go tell him to let him by.
No, you are not going to do any of that kind of stuff.
But I can't because I'm in the booth.
Exactly. Your ass is planted.
You gotta tell the crew chief to get him on the radio. Get the spotter. The spotter needs to be telling the 20 right now, and the 19 is gonna let him by. Lift. Just lift. Let him by on the straightaway.
I'm gonna say the 19's out the bottom. He's holding it down there.
Just let him go. Yeah, wash it up there. Let him. Yes, there you go. See,
that's good. But now he's just trying to do.
Why are you racing him?
Why is he racing like this? Oh, and he clips the 19.
Oh my!
Why are you racing like this? You just lost another 0.3 of a second. There he is, right there in the back. He's not straight away. You're choking it. You're choking all of it. Another 10th.
That is just.
He's literally and now the owner of the 84 is going to be there, and the 19 is going to be displeasured. He's going to give him the bump.
Yeah. And if you're the 20, let him go. Let him by.
Let him go.
Just press the brake pedal on the straightaway.
It's going to be down to about. He's going to get in the wall. He's in the wall.
There you go. Let him by. Stop trying to race him. He's on 30 lap fresher tires, and you're not going to beat him even
down.
If you are the fastest.
It's down to a second and a half.
That is a disaster class we are witnessing right now. That is what we're watching. And this 12 car is he's a lap down. So let him by too if he gets
yes.
And here's the 13, and this is going to be
real traffic. You're officially now in lap traffic, and the 84 is going to sit there, and he's going to try to fight you. Oh,
See,
and now he's
this is
pushing.
gonna get really
He's
tight.
pushing.
This is
He's
gonna get
pushing.
really tight here.
He's really pushing. Oh, it's gonna be down to about a second, if not less, by the time he gets back to the line here.
Yeah, this is
He didn't make up as much time as I thought he was gonna with getting through all that. He didn't lose as much as I thought.
it's just a little. I just
He made up a little bit of time.
he made up a little bit of time. I think you could have easily kept way more time in your gap if you just decided, hey, I'm gonna let him by. All right, just let him go. And so that's why there's 4s on pit road, by the way.
4 spun out.
He spun out on pit road. That's not gonna bring out a caution.
It's
It's
not
off
gonna
the
bring out a
racing
caution.
surface.
They're down to
That's
a second.
just a costly mistake for him.
It's down to a second. By the way, he's now the 5 looks like he's already pitted. Yeah, because he's multiple laps down. Okay, don't fight the 5. He's gonna be on fresh tires. These guys are all gonna be on fresh tires. And what he's got to worry about also with having these guys right on his back bumper and not letting him through, if he were to get on the brakes to go get his tires, he's got to be in good, clear communication with everybody behind him that, hey, I'm about to pit. Don't run me over.
Yeah,
But instead,
he's
he's
keeping
keeping those guys right behind him, and it's down to a 0.6 of a second. He's right there.
I know you want to build a car gap in between them, but this.
Yeah, and the owner of the 84 is gonna let him by because that's his car.
That's his car. And this 12, he's probably gonna let the 84 by if he gets there because he knows.
It's not the leader. I get what the 12's doing. He's trying to fight for his lap back. Yeah. But what is it? And this is where, unfortunately, Aaron has not led a lot of races this year. So these kind of situations, especially on a short track, he's not accustomed to it. So he's burning up his tires. He's lost his 4-second lead. We're coming up to the fuel window here soon where he's going to have to pit. And as he pits now, he goes in now. He lost all that entire lead, though. And he
saved it.
He did save it. He should be all right. I hope he's fine. Now.
So he had about a 1/16 lead pitting. He's going to probably cycle out with that or less.
See, the 84 gets by. If he's smart, he's going to put in about 3 or 4 laps where he's just going to go as hard as he can.
Is now in his respective pit area. Remember, it's a long pit road. You got to wrap all the way around. You can't just you got to start on one end and go all the way around, even if your stall isn't there. So you're going to lose about 2 laps.
And say if Minnie's smart here, he puts down about 3 or 4 scorchers.
4 tires on the 20, by the way.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yep. There he comes in.
I was saying, let's see if he slows it up.
So he has the 20 about 1 lap down here.
I was say, let's see what happens when he comes back out, though. He's going to have to go all the way around. There's the 20 exiting right there. The 20 is just exited pit road. As Minnie
the 20 has to take care of his stuff, but you got to set a couple flyers here to really give yourself the best chance.
Because the 84 is going to drive all the way around. Slow
20
and
is
steady.
now on the backstretch. He's flying here, Sparty. He's setting a real heater, but he's getting really close to this wall where if he makes a mistake, he can kill the car.
All right, where is he?
He ran a 15-1 here. He's gonna fly back around. Once the 20 has the lead, tell him to pace him. Take care of the tires. Let the 84 come to you.
Here comes the 84. There's the leaders right there.
He's got him. Pace it. Right. Pace your car now. Now you got to be.
But look at how it's all gone. It's really. He's down to like a couple seconds. You're down to 50 laps to go.
He lost his 3-second lead, which would probably multiply to about a 5 to 6 second lead because he's the lead car. He gets to dictate when he wants to pit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the catbird seat. Now you're not in the catbird seat. Now you got to race your ass off for these next 50 laps.
I say because the 19's going to push it as long as he can because he's got nothing else to lose at this point.
He can go to about lap 180. We're gonna so he can go another 30 laps and try to get a caution. And if he does, it's him versus the 20. Because the 20 would be this is a battle for the lead. This is also a battle for Lucky Dog.
84 is glitching out a little bit.
Lag issues. That's some really bad lag issues.
Hopefully that doesn't affect his too much. The 13 gives away. So they're down to probably what would you say here? About a half a second.
Let me go take a look here. I'll pull up my data. He's got. It's about a second. Yep.
About a second.
It's a second and a third here. Second and a third. 1.3 lead.
Okay.
Remember, after the first time of cycles, what did he have? A 3-second lead.
Yeah.
And he lost it to 0.6. You don't got that much cushion this time. You have to be on edge.
As you're down to about, they're about 45 laps to go.
Yeah, if you are the 20 car and if you are the crew chief of this team, you were telling them pace the car.
The 84 looks like he's getting closer.
Yeah, the 84 is looming here. You gotta tell him to pace himself because don't try to go catch the 19. You are sitting in the catbird seat. The 19 can't make it on fuel. You can make it to the end.
Always hard on the wall.
Then you push in the wall. It's just that's significant damage here, Sparty. That's the worst damage I've seen on this 20 all day. I think I was definitely trying to push because you see the 84.
Yeah,
in the mirror,
now he does have damage on that right side. It's scuffed up. That will indicate that there is some sort of slight damage to the.
Is it enough damage? We'll find out. And this 84 has been really methodical here on trying to work his way through. And so we're going to see if he can pass him. We're going to come to 40 to go here. It's going to be close. Because unfortunately, the 84 has to get there and then get around him cleanly.
Ooh, he's in the wall again.
Now you're
now he's there. Now he's you can tell the nerves are probably getting to him a little bit. He's got Mini right down the back, breathing down the back of his neck. He's down to probably what, Kate, about a 3/10?
Yeah, about a 3/10. Sorry, my second monitor crashed for a second, so I was trying to pull everything back up. Yeah, it's an 8/10 lead that time by. This is now probably gonna be down to about 5. He makes up the time in corner, but they equal out on exit right now. So it's a battle of the places. The 20 has found his groove here.
He's really kind of now trying to hug it low, which for me, he is good about doing the whole slide up and really kind of was diamond and cut the corner off. But so is Mini. Mini has that in his back sleeve too, as we watched earlier in the race.
Here a little bit.
It's no, the 84 is on him now.
Yeah,
he is there. He is there. We have a battle. This is for the actual win, ladies and gentlemen.
This isn't no fancy schmancy catering walk. This is for all the marbles here, folks. Yeah, he's about 2/10 slower right now, Sparty.
Ooh,
so you kind of gotta, if you're the 20, you gotta make it a pain to pass, and you gotta hopefully make this 84 run his stuff out. Because we know Mini's not a dirty driver. He's not gonna try to move you out of the way, and he's gonna wait until he can set you up for a pass. So you gotta run defensive and just pray he messes up.
So right now it looks like Mini kind of showed his cards a little bit there that he can do the big high up turn down. The 20 has now started to doing that. So then Mini went over and said, "Okay, I'll just ride the bottom now." But now Mini's over here trying to go over and say, like, "See, I can do it too." And now
they're catching the leader, by the way.
They're catching the leader, but guess what? The leader not the happiest with the 20 right now.
Not happiest. And
so he might sit there and just put himself kind of as a roadblock, pull like what Denny Hamlin did against Ross Chastain at Worldwide Technology, and just kind of sit in what Chase.
And then the 13. Oh, this is a box of doom for the 20 right now.
I would say he's gonna put it
between.
Oh, is he?
Actually, that was a.
The 19 was thinking about
done.
The 19's peeling in. The 19 is peeling in. He was probably sitting there just kind of in the way.
I think he tried to show his displeasure, but the 19 is too big of a character. I don't think he's not gonna let Aaron prove his point. You know.
Well, no, and I don't think on that either. He was probably sitting there also trying to woe the car up a little bit. Looks like he cut back down to get into his pit stall. But as the 13 does,
just gonna just forfeit it. It actually gets in the way of his driver a little bit more than the 20.
I'm gonna say, but that's not gonna hurt him too bad. So here they come back around. This is now they've just now taken the lead, so that puts the 20 back in the lead with the 84. So we're down to a 4/10 of a second lead. They're now back in clean air.
It's clean
For a
air to
little
the
bit.
end, by the way.
For a little bit.
They're
It
gonna
looks
catch
like
the
there's somebody.
16.
You know, say they.
It's the 16 car here. I'm just worried about
So now, yeah. See, he already knocked off a 10th. With just now being able to run his own line that he wants to run. So Minnie's going to get to the back of him again. But again, we've seen it all night. It's one thing to go over. Ooh, he's there. It's one thing to go. It's one thing to go to the guy. It's another to pass him. He's going to do the diamond. There he is. There.
Yeah, he's showed that card all night today.
20 goes
you
over.
Really gotta run this top. You got to run the top here.
He's going to try to pinch him down. That's going to put the 20 in the wall a little bit. Can the 84 cut this corner? He's going to slide up. He's going to slide up. They get a little bit of contact. A little bit of contact. But the 84 is now around him. Now, okay. Now you've been passed. You don't pressure yourself. You've been passed. It is what it is. Regather the car up. Now go back and try to get back to his back bumper. Get by him. You got 25 laps to go.
We just got to go back. I think all this could be avoided if you don't try to race those lap cars.
I really think if he would have just protected his tires there, played it smart, he'd be fine. But unfortunately, now Minnie is pulling away because I think, again, when he got to these points, Aaron was burning up his tires to try to get away. Minnie was probably just being like, I'm just going to keep running my line because he made up 2/10 right there. He's made up 2/10. I think Minnie just showed him why he's a champion and why he wins continuously here in the Rogue Energy Cup Series.
And the damage that the 20 gave himself trying to overdrive to get away from the 84 isn't going to help it either. I mean, you're already struggling for grip, and now you've given yourself an aero disadvantage. And this is a fast racetrack. It's a short track, but it's a fast aero short track. So you've kind of now played your cards, and you're now sitting there going, give me a caution.
Yeah, all he's got to do now is beg for a caution at this point because, everybody else, let's see, he was at 1.13. It's now 1.34. He burned it up.
He's 2/10 slower.
Minnie found a way. Once again, Minnie found a way to save his tires, be smart about it, and unfortunately just showed him you don't want to say like schooled as he gets around the 16 here, and he's going to get around the 13 here in a minute again. But showed him like this is how you're supposed to run these long runs. Now maybe with it being Bristol, he thought he was going to get, maybe Aaron was thinking he was going to get himself at least one caution out of this thing. But so far, these guys have been driving excellent and potentially could go the whole race. I mean, I don't want to jinx it because we only got about 15 to go almost. But holy cow. Yeah, it's up to a 2.28. It's now the mini show.
Yeah, it is now the mini show.
And it's really going to be, it looks like everybody's pretty well sorted when it comes to everybody else. So,
welcome to the mini show. I'm your host, Cade Welty. Alongside me is our favorite co-host, Sparty. This is Mini-Me.
It's I think even now, and I think with this win that officially almost locked, I think that it does actually lock up his championship.
Oh yeah, this is a championship block here. It's a championship drive.
I mean, that's if you want to go out and win a championship, that's how you do it, folks. You don't freak out when it's 20 laps into a 200 lap race and you're stuck back in 5th or 6th. He raced everybody super clean. He didn't even put the bumper to anybody. It didn't look like to get around him.
And the 20 is now struggling for grip, and the 19, who's on the freshest tires, is now going to try to fly up through the field. I like the strategy. I don't think he had the track position to pull it off. And no offense to Diesel, but he didn't really have the pace all race to even try to manage it.
No, and I think he threw. Maybe he kind of knew that, and he decided to try to throw the strategy out there. But it looks like everybody else was able to run a two-stopper and be just fine. And maybe he just was trying to see if maybe something would happen. Pull one of those, throw something to the wall, see if it sticks. Unfortunately, it did not. And yeah, it's just going to lead to Mini here as we come back. We're about 10 to go. Now at a 4-second lead. This is a masterclass. Holy cow. I mean, he's about to lap. Think about this. Our Rogue Energy Cup Series champion is about to lap our Player One Coffee Series champion. If you can tell what the talent level is between the two, just right there. Hey, Kyle, get humbled.
Yeah, and Kyle's 4th place.
Hey, Kyle, is you getting lapped championship things? Is that championship things?
Just champion drivers.
Huh? That's what I thought.
Wins the 2nd series championship and thinks he's Jesus Christ himself.
Yeah, exactly. Reincarnated. Jeez, oh Pete's.
Oh, we have a crash on the front straightaway. They both keep it straight. 20 and the 19 got together.
The 20 and the 19 got together. Of course they did.
20 bounced the wall trying to keep his car safe, and the 19 was on the inside, and it was just a bad day for both.
Let's see. 19 keeping it low. 20. Let's. I have a feeling this is going to be the race to watch here for a moment. Now the 19's on much fresher tires. Just let there you go.
Gonna go around
just go by, guys. There's no reason to be fighting each other. I say 20, you can drive it in deep, but there's the 19. He's gonna get the huge drive off. Bye. All right. Back to our leader.
We've also hit the threshold, by the way. Next flag ends the race.
Next flag will end the race. He's now got the entire field besides the top 3 guys a lap down. And, I mean, he's catching the guy. He's catching Jeff in 3rd place. He won't be able to lap him. But, I mean, wow. Masterclass here from Mini. Just
a beautiful drive.
Just a way to go. I mean, way to go over and really kind of put that punch and that real stamp on your championship. You know, we like to meme on him about the whole Mickey championship from last year because honestly, not a lot of us knew what we were doing as he gets in the wall there a little bit. But really went over and cemented it this year by really coming out here and dominating here as we're back to about 2 to go.
Yeah, and we never even saw the 84 up front until about 20 and 30 laps to go, and you trace it all back to the 20 fighting lap cars. And if you don't fight those... Oh, my God.
Oh!
There's a big wreck here.
That's a big wreck. But we come back to 1 to go.
Yeah, that's going to be the race no matter what. I mean...
does not look like we got a
caution. They're not going to throw the caution because they both get back going, but...
Yeah, I wonder... There comes Mini to cement his championship. 84.
Mini... He wins the race and a what if opportunity for that 20 car.
Wins the race.
What if?
Wins the championship. Wins it cleanly. I mean, congratulations, Mini, on once again being yes. Everybody goes over, gives a congratulations, or the 20 is just going to drive into the back of the 19 there for reasons, I guess. But the 19 is going to go back up here and give a nice little congratulations to the 84. As all of his competitors come out and say congratulations. Well deserved, as the 19 almost takes his door off. As the Boss Motorsports guys will come out, say congratulations. I think they might be in a really good spot here to be double champs.
They're going to be double champs. PGP is double champs in POX, and it looks like they're going to be double champs here in Rex. For Boss Motorsports, sorry, not PGP. What a burnout, by the way. This is sick.
It's a solid burnout here. Solid burnout. Always trying to get him to squeal. Just nothing left in the tank there. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, a masterclass drive by our back-to-back champion, Mini-Me, in the 84 Ally Chevrolet. He's trying to get it to go again. Come on, Mini. There. I think he's done. There it is. He is done. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, why don't you, as Diesel's just decided to do his own burnouts?
I let him have his own burnouts.
As everybody seems to be off the track. I mean, why don't you go in, grab him, let's give him a quick conversation here.
Who are we going to talk to? The champion first?
Yeah, obviously.
All right. Hey, Mini.
Hi.
I would just like to point out that with you winning the championship tonight, not only did you beat Theater Thug in the race today and in the season, you beat him in total championships and Rex. You beat Thug on all aspects now.
It is very good to feel that I'm officially bet. Do I have more wins than Thug overall?
I think so as well. At this point, I
Yes,
believe
you have now 5 wins. I think Thug has a max of like 4. 5 wins in just this season.
No, but like including season 1.
Oh yeah, I think
Yes.
with everything included, yeah, I think you're well ahead of him.
Oh,
Yeah. I think after the last 2 years of domination here, I think the most wins in Rex now belongs to you at this point.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Also, when you get back, make sure you let Kyle know. He is trying to say that he is the better champion. Let him know that he's the champion of the player 1, but you actually went out here and lapped him this evening and really made him eat some humble pie and showed him that he's your little bitch. Just remind him that.
I think I have more. I might have more laps led on the season than him now.
I think
So,
after
should remind you.
tonight, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I definitely do.
But I mean, talk us through tonight. I mean, you were stuck back behind. We were kind of keeping an eye on you. You got stuck behind Jeff for a little bit, taking it easy with your teammate. Stuck right around 5th, 6th at one point. Got by finally the little bit of traffic and started to slowly make your way catching up to Arn. And finally, in those last 30 laps, got around him for the win. Take us through your race a little bit and how you kind of didn't take it. Didn't go over in panic, getting behind early, but we're able to finish it off here at the end.
Yeah, so at the start, I did not qualify well. I very badly messed up my 2 laps. So kind of starting back, I get through way into 5th after the initial start. So then I'm behind Jeff and Theta and trying to just kind of manage tires, just kind of diamond it a little bit to help keep the right front down. Waiting for a moment. Eventually, Theta fell off a bunch, so I was able to get around him eventually. Jeff was more annoying, as he typically is at Bristol. He did a really good job defending, and I didn't get around him till a lot later in the run. And then pit stopped the could, and then luckily they would even overcutting, but they would stay ahead of Jeff, and that was really a big turning point. And now it's just me. Well, I think Kyle had fallen back by that point. I think he had trouble on pit road, but it's just me and Arn at that point. Then the second run went fine. I eventually closed up the Arn through traffic and just tire wear, being a little bit better with that. Then third run, I think I took less fuel than Arn for whatever reason. The NR does automatic tracking, like half a can to can, whatever, right? Because like I was showing. My fuel, like I was only 2 laps to the good, and I think Arn was like 40 something. So I think I took like half a can less, and then that just shot my lap times up a ton. Like I had that last one, I was like Arn was, through like the first half of the run was as good or better than me through most of the race, and then I caught up a little bit at the end. But then on the last one, it was a different point. I have to look at my lap times, how much quicker it was overall, but I think it was that fuel difference. And then I was able to just be very careful, get around Arn, and then just kind of manage it from there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you kind of let it. He got away a little bit. He got stuck in some lap traffic. You caught him while he was in the lap traffic. Really ate away his lead. And then when he came back out, you guys were really close. And yeah, for whatever reason, you were just so much stronger in that last run and made quick work of him. So did you feel like the one last thing, did the undercut, overcut, which strategy? Because we saw like the undercut with a couple people, and it just never really seemed to be a very strong strategy. So, and we saw Diesel really go over and push the runs out, and it seemed like that was just the worst strategy that you could have. So were you just kind of seeing what everybody else was doing, and then just trying to find basically the strategy that worked for you?
Yeah, a little bit. I kind of, I didn't necessarily want to undercut, because then you might get by them, but then you might be playing defensive after that. So it was like overcut. I also wanted to make sure I let a lap, just in case of everything. So I wanted to overcut Arn before, because Diesel was going to stay up late. So like, if I never get around Arn, and then I have a short pit, I'm never leading a lap. So I just wanted to get that over with in the worst case scenario. But yeah, so that was kind of my strategy with it, especially in the last one. But I don't even know if that made that much of a difference, because that was 3 laps. that I was on fresher tires, but I was a lot quicker than on that. I don't think the tires made the difference. So
Yeah, I think it was it was odd because the first run before the 20 got into the lappers, you guys were kind of equal times, and he maintained that about 3-second gap that he had. They would waver, go from 2.8 back to 3, 2.8 back to 3. You would kind of waver. You guys were matching time. He fights the lappers, comes down pit road, loses more time than he had to you, and I think he just overdrove his stuff compared to compared to you. He got on the wall a couple times because he tried to get away from you, when really all he had to do is run his race that he had been running, and maybe it would have been different. But you know, you proved why you're a champion. You showed today. Congrats, by the way. But yeah, it was a masterclass race. You don't have to dominate the race to win it. That's what we wrote. You just got to dominate the back half, the half that matters. So, congrats to you, Mini. Congrats to Boss Motorsports, and again, the Owners Points Championship as well. Yeah, congrats, back to back, baby.
yeah, pretty awesome, all things considered. So we certainly will, celebrate on that. Proud of. I do want to shout out Thorn because he didn't get the win in the end, but he was very quick all race. He had, if this was 150 lap race, he would have dominated the whole thing. So he did a great job. So shout out there.
Nice little friendly shout out, but not to you, Thug. You suck.
Oh yeah, Thug, what for needing to clutch up a championship? My God, did he fail? Holy crap, what an L! Like honestly, what is this man on? Like, did he finish what did he finish? Oh, 8th. My God, yeah. Okay, what a choke artist. Anyways, so, yeah.
You heard it here, folks. He's now the new choke artist. Kyle, you're cleared. You're not the choke artist anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, very true.
All right, Minnie, thank you so much. Congratulations again on your championship. Well deserved. And yeah, GG's all around.
Thank you.
I say we bring in the second place guy.
I think I think we got to see what happened there at the end.
I think we got to talk to the two guys, and then
Oh,
maybe
awesome.
and then we'll
thank
see
you,
where we
Jeff.
go from there. Hey, Aaron, this is Kid Sparty in the booth. Dominating a race into the very end. Come away with your best finish of the season in second place. First pole. There's a lot of highs today, but ultimately ends on a low. Run us through that race today.
It's a heartbreaker, man. I did everything I could at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know. There's probably a couple things I could have done better, but I mean, by far the best car you've given me. That's for sure. And it showed. I got the pole, like you said. Just sucks at the end of the day to not get that win.
Well, you now join Kyle in dominating and not getting the trophy at the end. So maybe a bright future ahead of you. Maybe you'll win a second series championship and then brag about it.
Non-stop.
Yeah, JV captain, man, got to do something.
Hey, you did kind of prove that role today, but Sparty, take it away here, man.
Obviously you put it yourself out to a really good lead. We're running a really strong race, actually pulling away from Kyle, keeping your tires underneath you. And it seemed like, unfortunately, right there at the end of the second stint before the second pit stops, got into some lap traffic and really made it some mini 808 about your 4-second lead that you had. What was kind of going through your head there instead of maybe letting those cars go, trying to go over and keep everybody a lap down?
I was ready to. I was a little faster than Carter, so I wanted to, be ahead of him, so I wasn't getting held up. But getting by him, I think, is what lost me the most time. And then once Diesel came up, he's like, all right, I gotta let this guy by. He's way faster. He's pitted so big. But I mean, it just he struggled to get by me for a couple laps. I held it to the outside. I just keep getting runs. I guess at the end of the day, I should have just let off instead of taking it back to his inside. But I mean, at the end of the day, he beat me by like 8 seconds. I don't think it mattered.
Yeah. What kind of happened there in the obviously the last final stint? He was only a couple seconds behind you once you cycled through the final pit stop. What was maybe the difference there at the last end of that last run? Because obviously you were keeping really good, matching his times most of the race until that final one where for some odd reason he just was on a different level. Was it possibly like mentioned something about maybe more fuel or something along those lines? Was there something weird that happened there at the very end of the race in those last roughly 50 laps?
He had about 5 laps less fuel than me. I don't really honestly think that was anything to do with it. Coming out of the second pit stop there, I was really tight. I don't for the first couple laps, not entirely sure why, but I pancaked the wall pretty good, and I think that was the difference.
Yeah, we did see it at the last stint. You had kind of got that little jut out area a couple times, but there was that final one. You did end up getting some right side scuffs, so maybe that ended up possibly. We did kind of mention that, but wasn't really sure if maybe you were feeling anything different in the car, besides obviously just not being as fast as you were at the beginning of the race.
It didn't really feel any tighter or looser. It just didn't. It didn't have the same get up that it had off the corner. But it was. I don't know. It was. It's hard to describe.
Well, I mean,
I don't
obviously,
really know.
obviously, it's super disappointing when you want to win, you dominate a race and lead the most laps. Obviously, that makes you want to. It's tough to take that one, but you also got to say that you ran a really great race. You kept it clean. I mean, we went all 200 laps without a caution. Unprecedented at Bristol. So you got to take the positives with the negatives on that one, I feel.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I mean, positive outcome of the day. Just sucks to not get that win again. I mean, got that first pole, like you said, led what, probably 120 laps that race.
I think
like
the
that?
official number was about 150.
Oh
Ish.
damn! Holy shit!
Mini
Fucking
led the
hell.
back half. You're at 123 at lap 158, and then
I think I led until about lap 180. So
yeah, so
somewhere around
about
there.
you're about a 100. It's best race you've ran. So
Yeah, 100%.
positives, hold your head up. You got Homestead next week, so good intention there. I mean, there's no championship battle, so it'll be a good race, and we'll see you next week. But congrats on a good way to kind of finish out the at least points part of the season, because it's kind of all wrapped up now.
Yeah, I mean, hey, hopefully next week we can go out. Hopefully do just one spot better next week. That's my goal.
Absolutely. Can you say something, Kate?
Oh,
It's-
sorry.
I was waiting for something.
I was like,
I thought you were gonna go on.
no.
Say my sentence, and then you said absolutely, and I went, oh.
Guy that wants to be a broadcaster. Everybody, round of applause.
Good job, Kate.
Says the guy who had to go take a pee break. So it was a great. Yeah, congrats to you again. Best speed you've shown all week. Just hold your head up. Good positivity there, but ultimately you got beat by the champion, so can't take too much against that. Congrats again. Hopefully talk to you next week and see you around.
Yeah, man. Hopefully I'll be the first one talked to next week, not the second one. So,
If Aaron wins next week, we're gonna purposely talk to a guy before him.
motherfucker.
Thank you, Aaron. All right. Well, Sparty, he had a very good race, and I think it was all put together pretty well. So
Yeah,
I got nothing else to add.
I
honestly.
don't.
It
I
was a
don't
good
either.
race.
I mean, how unprecedented that we run a Bristol race, 200 laps, no cautions, only what we had. Only honestly, what two true on track incidents the entire race that just never really warranted an actual caution. I mean, they drove an excellent race all around for everybody. So hats off to you guys for everybody that raced in that race. You did a great job by just sticking to your. Just dominating that as a whole. So congratulations to everybody that raced. But yeah, I mean, we saw some late race drama. We saw some pit strategy. Some worked, some didn't. Overall, a great Bristol race to lead us into our final weekend here. Takes a little bit of the drama, unfortunately, out of it with Mini winning, but it is what it is. You can't predict these kind of things, and we'll go into Homestead with all the championships locked up, but you never know. Everyone's going to be out there instead of racing for championships and points. It doesn't really mean anything at this point. It's all about getting a win now. So maybe that will lead to some drama next week when we have our schedule shift, and we'll be racing on Friday to finish off the Rogue Energy Cup Series Season 3.
Little Friday night lights under the Homestead lights, but like you said, Sparty, there is nothing. I'm looking at the points right now. They're all locked into the spot they are right now. You cannot make up enough points to move yourself up and get a higher paycheck. But you can get a higher paycheck if you win the race and come home with the trophy. Everyone wants to win the last race of the year. It'll be the last race in Rex until the start of next season. So I think we're gonna see some all-out aggressive driving. Homestead put on a great race for Pox last night. I don't expect anything less than that. And yeah, I think we're gonna get all-out aggression, which will either be a crapshoot or some of the best racing we've seen all year. So
Yeah, it's definitely going
Happy
to
to be
go.
here.
I think it's definitely going to lead to some early aggressive driving. You're going to see guys really pushing it because there's just nothing else left on the line. So definitely, if you're make sure you're following the channel here on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpartanWarriorMSU. Go over and subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Rogue Cup, so that way you can see all the action as we go over and finish off those races. And again, that will be taking place on, unlike most of our Rex races, they will be taking place on Friday, June 9th. I want to say also to everybody in the Rogue Cup, my parents wanted to do something for my birthday apparently, and wanted me to be around all day Saturday. These guys were willing enough to let me move this up so that way I could actually broadcast and be a part of the final race broadcast. So thank you to all the drivers that allowed that and gave the approval to make that switch a week early. So thank you all. So definitely go over and make sure you're checking out both those channels. And then finally, got to get in that title sponsor. Go over to rogueenergy.com. Make sure you use promo code Sparty Party, one word, at checkout to save 10% off your order. Not only do you get yourself a delicious energy drink or some hydration. Stay tuned for more talk about the hydration. But get yourself some different powdered electrolytes. Get yourself some caffeine. Get yourself jazzed up for the day. It's delicious. G Fuel, never heard of it. It sucks. Definitely go to rogueenergy.com and use promo code Sparty Party. Cade, any final words?
Yeah, that G Fuel stuff is crap. Rogue's better. Yeah, it's gonna wrap up our season. Pox wrapped up last night. New title change for that league. I think we've already talked about it a couple times, but I'm excited. New car is gonna roll in next year. New schedules. It's the time of year that most people look forward to. Ooh, what are the new tracks we're gonna see and all that. But we're not done yet. I better see a packed out crowd next week, Friday night, like Sparty said, as June 9th, for anyone who likes to go by dates and not the names of the week. Friday night, we're gonna be here. We're gonna have a blast, and we're gonna see some great racing under the lights. So, that was a great race. I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm happy. Let's get out of here. I gotta go whiz.
All right, everybody. Everybody take care. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.